Hello everyone. So myself Manoj Patel and I am a postgraduate master student in UK. So I welcome you all to my first ever podcast episode and my channel name is Leap. So why I created this podcast channel? Like lot of people from all over the world come to UK to do their masters. Like they spend lot of money on courses over here, like the hard-earned money of their parents. So the decision that they take to come here, like that depends on so many factors. Like some might have decided because the rate of return is good on investment that you make. Some might have decided because their colleagues might have done something great while traveling or while going to some other different countries. So but no one tells them the real story about the people who have actually explored or stayed in the country and have fought with everything. Like they fought with how to land a job, they fought with the daily life struggles and everything. So the reason behind this podcast is to explore and to give the information to the people so that might be helpful for them to decide whether to come to UK or not. Okay, so now let's welcome our first guest on our podcast. So here you go. I call my friend Tina from China.
Hi, hi everyone. I'm Tina. I'm from China. I'm studying my postgraduate in UK right now.
Okay, so can you tell me something about like how was your first week in UK when you landed?
Okay. So actually, I haven't been to UK before, and in the first, I see like everything is very fresh. It's new, and because the Warwick is just based in the countryside, so I live nearby the Warwick. I feel like it's very natural and a beautiful place because in China was so many people, and I feel like relaxing, I'm interested in everything.
Okay, so like when you landed here, do like weather was a challenge for you? Like everyone say it's like depressing. So do you find that?
Yeah, like on the same time, I also feel like a bit of depressing. For example, like the food. As we all know, the UK food is not that good, and I more like eating Chinese food. So in the beginning, when I go to the Tesco and I see like so many food, I don't know, I just try, and I feel like I really don't like. So make me really miss my hometown's food taste.
Okay. So now this was all about the introduction of Tina, like how was her first week and about her. So now here we have kept a table. All this table have five cheats, and each cheats contain questions on some of the topics like that student want to know, like about lifestyle, about cost and savings, about university studies and everything else. So now Tina will pick one cheat from this all things, and then based on that we will ask her questions. So that might be very interesting, right? So let's start. Tina, pick any one of the cheat.
Alright. So I will pick alright this one.
Okay, nice. So okay, so Tina has picked the most hot topics, like
Oh
the
my
one of the hot
god.
topic, which is jobs and career.
Okay.
So now I will ask her questions related to jobs and career. So the people who have doubts, like who want to come to UK, they might get some clarity by like, your answers, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. So my first question to you is like, is it really hard to get a job here in the UK after graduating?
Actually, I'm not sure because I didn't to find job in UK, but I heard from my classmates and friends like they already interviewed many times, but even didn't get any offers. So maybe I think it's hard, but also I believe if you have very like so many work experience and it's very talented and have a good ability, you will find job easier.
So like, can you tell one reason like why people are not getting jobs here?
Firstly, of course, UK is not very big countries, and it may don't have so many companies like India or China, so there will not have so much job opportunities. And also, I heard like maybe some kind of company they are more prefer to hiring the local people.
Okay. Okay, but there are a lot of like big companies in London, you know that, right? So I see like there are a lot of openings, but they prefer more like local people over other people. So the question is like, do UK employees take interest in like students who come from outside the UK or from other countries? Do you think like they take interest on the people who come from outside, or they just prefer their people, like local peoples?
I think it depends on like which kind of job position they are looking for. If like sometimes some company they are looking for like the global market and they want to hiring more foreigner peoples, so they may more prefer the people from outside. But if they do some local marketing, of course they want to hiring some like local people because they know their culture, they know language, like everything. So it depends on which job position.
Okay. So like if you compare the job market like here in UK and in your hometown like China, like how you feel like do UK job market is worth it?
It really depends on, like, if for the salary, of course, the UK pounds, the UK money is expensive, so the salary in UK is much higher than China. But for the amount of the job opportunity, of course, China has more because China has more company, and even there are many companies that they doing the international business or global market, so they need to more employees. So it depends.
Okay. So one more question, which is like I hope that this will be the question of so many people. Like, does the 2 year graduate visa give you enough time to find sponsorship, or it become hard to do like study and as well as find sponsorship in just 1 or 2 years?
Of course, it's hard because like UK, most of the postgraduate is only like 1 years for study, and in this whole years, you will have so many like module, so many exams, and also have your dissertation need to complete, and this will take a lot of your time. So even you don't have enough time to looking for job to improve uh, your CV something, and yeah, the time is very tight, and are you really can study something in this whole year? It really depends because for me, some of my friends like they like traveling, like after they finish their class they travel, sometimes they skip their class and to find
That's
someone
usual.
to do assignment, and of course they didn't study anything and didn't uh, offer some ability. But also there are someone like they study hard, and also they do some part-time job and they make their life to be very meaningful and get so many experience for himself. Later they can easier to find job, and yeah, this is different. And also like some people they are very high efficiency, like they can at the same time they can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
They know how to time management.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really like good insight on this.
Mm.
But like, do you think like when people come like 1 year master, right? It's a
Mm-hmm.
1 year master.
Mm-hmm.
So can you give our audience like some suggestions like when anyone comes in UK? So like what they should focus first, like in the starting like 4 to like 1 or 2 semesters. Like we know there is like an intense study, right? There are assignments,
Mm-hmm.
there will be classes that you need to attend every alternate days and everything. Also you need to cook and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So any suggestions like in starting 1 or 2 semesters, what they should prefer? Like they should study more or they should start applying from the day one?
Okay, so for my own opinions, I think in the first, because the whole study is the 1 years. So in the maybe the first 3 months to the 6 months, you need more focus on the study and how to live in UK to learn like maybe like create your bank account, and to go to the supermarket. Like you need to time to be familiar with everything, and also after, and also study is important because we come to UK for very far distance and we pay a lot of money. Of course study should be the first positions, and Otherwise, you no need to come here for study.
Shit that you can pick and you can give answers to.
I may choose this one.
Okay. Wow, it's good. And I hope this is also the key hot like topic that people want to know about this. And it is about money and cost of living.
Okay. It's a
Very
sensitive
good choice.
topic.
Very good choice of picking. Yeah. Okay. So my first question related to this topic is like, is a UK degree actually worth the huge investments right now?
Do you mean UK studying or?
Yeah, specifically like studies. Like I do like my masters in business analytics, which cost me a huge amount. But do you think like the course that you did was worth investing that much?
This is a hard question. If you want to say like, if you see the ROI like the costing and the income, I may think it's not a good option because as we all know, the UK study fees is really expensive and actually it's increasing year by year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of expensive, and I'm not sure. Maybe after I graduate, I really can find like that much high salary job to afford my study. But on the another side, you also get some experience like in the another country, and make some new friends and try something is really different, and it will increase more richness for your personal life. So this is cannot be cost.
Yeah.
This is like moneyless.
Yeah, I got you. Like if we see like about the money that we invest, so it is very good for the people who have like 3 to 4 years of experience back in their country or anywhere, and if they invest and come here and do any of the course for 1 year, then that investment according to me is worth it, right? Like the people who have 4 to 5 of experience, they already know about how the industry works, right? And if they come here and do some masters they want to do in like specialize in one of the subject, so it become very easy for them to get the job here because they already have that
yes.
experience in their country, right? But for the freshers who come without any experience, investing a huge amount like that, I hope over there is little problem. So like the suggestion, it might be something like that, like people like who have experience, they should prefer more one like 1 year of master,
Yes.
right? Because it's so very fast paced.
Yeah.
But the people who are like freshers who don't have an experience, I hope they should get some experience the first like 2 to 3 years of experience, then invest such a huge amount, so it may also give you a very good return, right?
Yeah.
Would you like agree with this?
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree because for myself, I do have work experience. So I have my savings. So I come here. I will not have so much financial pressures. But if for the fresh graduates, they should always ask their parents to come. And sometimes their hair, the life fee is spends a lot. They will
Yeah.
have so much pressure about this. So I don't. I prefer like if you have some savings, you come here will be like a much comfortable life. Yeah.
Okay. So the biggest like a key point from this conversation was like the people who have like a good experience of 2 to 3 years, they should prefer more like 1 year of master instead of like a fresher. Like it's not compulsory. Like fresher should not apply if they have very good skills that they have built in their graduation or something. Then yeah, they can get a very good job here based on their skills. But what we prefer is like the people who have experience, they get more priority. Okay, so like that was a key insight.
But if your parents or family are super rich, you no need to care about investment.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can just skip this one.
Yeah, that's also very interesting. Okay, so like can you tell me something about like how much a student like spends in a 1 month, like what is a realistic amount, like a cost of living for like in a 1 month for a student?
Okay. It really depends on you are saving person or costing person. For myself, I think it's just like half half. So usually for my accommodation, it's about 600 pounds per month. And for my food, go to grocery or some traveling shopping, it's around 500 pounds. So the totally will be like 11,000 pounds.
Okay.
But I also heard my classmates, they are spend a lot, like all the meals they go to the outside restaurant to eat, and they always go to the Europe traveling. This will be maybe like 2,000, 3,000.
Oh.
So it really depends on
Yeah.
people.
So like 11, like 1,100 pounds in Indian currency specifically means around 1,30,000 per month spending. But for me, it's different case. Like I'm a saving person. I usually save a lot here by coming here. So like my rent is somewhat around, like I pay one not to one or one not two per week. So it is around 408 or something per month, and barely I spend around 90 to 100 pounds for my groceries and everything. Like I also prefer cooking at home only every time. So that adds up to like 480 or 490 with food. And sometimes like if I go to restaurant like and Sundays or Saturdays on weekends, so that costs me around 10 to 15 pounds. So roughly, like by taking bus and everything, all passes, uh, it cost me around 550 pounds per month, like my expense, because I am a saving person. But like how you told, like that your friends who spend a lot,
Yeah.
they can exceed to 2,000 and more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it totally depends on you how you use your money. Okay, so use it very cleverly.
And also don't remember to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Spending also is important.
Okay, so the last question for money and cost of living is, like, can you actually survive on part-time jobs, or like it's just a myth?
Do you mean I'm looking for
No, no,
part-time?
I mean, like, can you actually survive on part-time jobs, like how they pay you per hour, or like it's just a myth? Like, okay, it's just more hyped, like, okay, people can survive on part-time in this country.
I think it's hard. Like if you don't spend your savings, don't spend your parents, your family's money, only depend on your part time, it's very hard because usually the part time job here, like for the general one, it's like the restaurant waiters, cashier, or some chief or something. It's like 10 to 12 pounds per hours, and if and also you need to study for the students. You only can work 20 hours per week, so it's just less money. Maybe you can for your food or some or shopping.
Yeah.
But for the accommodation, it's very hard.
Okay. Yeah, I can get that. Like, like some part times also pay you a lot. Like if
Yeah.
you work at night shifts, like
Okay.
they you around
Oh.
18 to 17 pounds per hour, like which is roughly around 2,500 or something, like 2,000 2,500 in Indian currency. Like per hour, it's good. Like if you work like 18 or 18 hours per week, right? So it totally makes around 70 to 80 hours per month, which roughly gives you around 900 pounds per month. Like,
Oh,
say in
it's
Indian
really
currency,
good.
900 pounds is like something around 1 lakh 10,000 Indian currency. So like, yeah, I agree with you. People can utilize that earning in food and everything, but the people who can save more money, they can also pay rent from this amount, right? Because some of the people who are from outside, like they see the accommodation, like how they cost, right? Like they prefer cheap accommodations. So it might they
Yeah,
might
it's
pay. Yeah,
possible,
it's possible.
but it's hard.
Yeah, it's very hard.
I
Yeah, I
just
agree
don't
with that.
see.
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Unless maybe you have some high talents or some good skills, like they pay you high. But for the like night shift, it's very high competitive. Like so many people want to get it, and why they give you a student? So maybe you can try. I just
Okay.
say.
So yeah, that was all about money and cost of living. Now we are left with these two chits. I know, like, she might be tired now, like
Oh, that's
answering
fine.
so many questions. But for my audience, I want you to answer some of the questions of this. So
Okay.
now I will pick
Yeah, sure.
any one of that, and I
Sure.
will ask you some questions on this. Not much, like there are a lot of questions in this too, but I will ask some of the important questions that people should know about that, right?
Okay.
So I will pick this one. It seems very interesting. Oh, it's two.
Oh,
Oh, so these topics are like some big decisions or something very important that people should know. That's why I just picked this. So
Okay.
like we don't miss on something very important that they should know, right? So the first question of a big decision is, If you could go back in time, would you still choose UK?
Actually, I saw this question a lot of times, and my answer is yes.
Okay. Why?
Because like if I don't choose it, I will be regret it, and I will always think about why I don't come. Maybe I will miss something, and no, I just do it, and I learn a lot, and I experience a lot, and I have more skills, more ability. I become a better me, so I will
Yeah, I too
say
agree with
yes.
this. Like also like when I came here, I had a stage fear. I
Yeah.
can't. I told you right. I have a stage fear. Like I can't stand in front of like 50 or 100 people and talk. But when I came here, I started my Instagram journey. I start like we are doing podcast. So like yeah, it improved me a lot. My English speaking, like my communication skills improved a lot. Then how I used to deal with people, that improved a lot. So yeah, coming to different country, uh, living alone, fighting alone, like finding out way alone, gives and brings a very good change in you. So like it's it's risky if you are introvert, but if you want to convert from introvert to extrovert and you want to explore different aspects of life, this is the one of the biggest decision that you might or you should make, to just change yourself. Like I
Yeah.
can see a lot of change in myself, and I hope you too might have seen a good changes in you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So like who should not come to the UK to study? Like do you know any people or like any traits like this kind of people should not come to UK?
Firstly, I think is sickness, homesickness people. Like they don't like to try any another country's things, another country's food. They only like stay with their parents, stay with home. They are don't they cannot they don't have the problem solution skills. It's hard because in here you also will face so many troubles, so many problems. You need to do by yourself to complete so many things. So you need to be strong. So the weak personality people is not very suited for here. And also, um, for the not study hard, just want to spend parents'
Oh.
money, come to have fun, have drink, have go to clubbing. This kind of is not suit.
Yeah, yeah, it makes a sense, right? Yeah. Okay. So do you think UK is better than any other country like Australia, Canada, or US for like someone like you specifically?
Because I haven't to went to these countries, so I couldn't can give the answers.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
But like if you think like you see news and you see the policies, how policies are changing now, like you saw how US changed policies for students who come there. So like what do you think, like do you prefer, like if you have one more chance, would you like still stay in the same country or you want to move to some other country for better opportunities?
Based my own knowledge from about these other Western countries, I think maybe like U.S. Australia will be better to like living there compared with UK, and they may have like better weather,
Yeah.
like not raining and always have sunshine. So I think maybe can much better, and they are bigger countries. Will
Yeah,
have more job
opportunity,
opportunities
yeah.
and traveling place. So I think so, but I
Yeah.
didn't experience it, so
Okay,
it's
so
hard
like
to
it
say.
depends on like for you the answer depends on the weather and how the geographical area and everything is all about, right? Okay, that is interesting. That is interesting to know. Okay, so what's the one question you wish you could have asked yourself before deciding to come to UK? Like whether you are ready or not to tackle the souvenir journey or something else that you might have asked yourself and our audience should ask themselves before they decide to come or to go anywhere in the world for the studies.
Okay. Before I come to study, I was asked myself, I'm really ready for this study, and this ready is did I really prepare well? Is for the if I have enough money, if I have a time can visit for this 1 years and not working and just a gap year. So such of this question, like if I'm ready for this new journey.
Yeah.
And then of course I think about I save money and do some preparation and find some part-time job and I can say yes.
Yeah, like that's very interesting to know also. Like people should always question themselves before like deciding, like this is a very big decision in life, right?
Yeah.
You make very big decision by coming here and spending a lot of money, like lot of hard earned money of your parents or yourself. So they like we should ask questions to ourselves, like whether we are like mentally ready
Yeah, yeah.
to take this
Wasn't-
pressure, right? Because that's a lot of pressure. Like in 1 year you need to work like you work for 2 years, right? So yeah, it's you need to ask questions. Like if you can't ask questions and you can't get answers for your questions before coming to here, I hope you should take 1 year of gap, prepare yourself, and then you should move on. Yeah. The last question is, after everything, like your time in UK, like 10 months or 11 months, whatever you have spent it, you have traveled, was it worth it? Do you think was it worth it?
Okay. It's if for the money, maybe it's not worth it because the 1 year is very fast and maybe you don't have enough time to learn skills, learn everything, and try all the things you want because time is really limited. But if for the like personal improvement, I will say it's worth it. And maybe after 5 years, after 10 years, I will get back to this memory. I still will feel like it's my best decision in my life.
You ever met? Yeah, yeah, that makes very good sense. Like it depends on people, like how they think, right? Whether it's worth it or not. But like anything you decide on the life, if you come here, you spend 10 or 11 months, it's definitely worth it. You learn a lot of new things. You meet people. You learn how people like see, like how they see the world, how world behaves with you, and how the people are around. So like it's for me, it's totally worth it, and also for you the same. Like it's worth it at all. Like it's worth it to take a risk and such a big decision. It always pay you in like in a future, right? So yeah, so that was all about our first episode of our podcast Leap. So I hope the people who want to come to UK in 2027 intake or in 2028, this might be very helpful for them. Like you got the answers of the questions that you might have thought someday before deciding whether to come to UK or not, or any other part of the country, like whether you when
Yeah.
like you go to Australia or Canada. These are some common questions that people have, right? So you got the answers from a person who have spent 10 or 11 months in the country. So like it's more realistic rather than just creating the reels. So yeah, this was the whole motto about starting this Leap like as a podcast series, so people can get more understanding of how the people who have already spent the life in the country, how is their like experience, and based on that their experience people can decide a lot of things, right?
Yes.
So yeah, here we wrap up. I think I thank you very much
You're
for giving your
welcome.
time to our audience. Like it will be very helpful for them.
I hope
Like
so.
yeah, your experience will be very helpful for them, and I hope we can create such videos again. So stay tuned for episode 2 with some other speaker with more experience, with more knowledge, and we will explore. Yeah. Thank you very much.